how does that happen when you see that? Do you get inspired by that and go, you know what? I'm gonna add some of this tenderism and have something fall off the bone like that. Like
none of it.
What are your thoughts on it?
None of it.
Yeah.
Because there's another way to do it, right? Through experience and through know-how, right? It's like there is a way to take care of that. It's by you got to marinate it, you got to slow cook it, and if you slow cook it overnight, it will fall off the bone, right?
Period.
Like food is science. It's a craft.
Yes,
it's soul. So you cook when you cook with your hands, your heart, and you have a vision. People will connect if you do it the right way, right? But I would never be a chef if I'm just looking on something online and try to do that. Now I'm telling their story. Yeah. This is one of one. Everything you've had is the only place you can find that is right here. Yeah. And that's the only way we're going to be able to have you come back, right? We have a restaurant in Bahamas on the water. The only way to do that is through being authentic to, I want to try to get you closer to the water because we know like, you're on the East Coast, it's 25 degrees. You want to sit close to the water at 85 degrees in Bahamas, right? We have a restaurant in Montreal at the Four Seasons. There's opposite, right? So it's like,
how many restaurants do you have?
we have a bunch. We have a bunch.
He just said a bunch.
I can't count.
Yeah.
I can't count.
I can't,
so many.
But you know, so my point is, I got to study that. I got to study the people.
Yeah.
You know, like before we opened in Montreal, the guy that picked me up from the airport, French Canadian guy, is like, you know, the one thing we hate the most is Americans. But actually, one thing we hate more than Americans are people from Toronto. You're not from Toronto, or you're not? I said, no. I'm from the States. I said, cool. We don't like you guys. I said, okay, cool. But actually, the one thing we hate more than people from Toronto and the States is people from New York. You're not from New York, are you? I said, actually, I'm from New York. And it was quiet, right? He was like, quiet. I said, that's all right. By the time he took me from the airport to where I needed to go, I felt I knew everything I need to know about the city. So what's the city? It's a French-leaning town. It's a French city with a lot of pride. Yep. They take enormous amount of pride in their tradition and don't come here and try to change anything or change it, right? So wait a minute. I come from a proud neighborhood in Harlem. So when someone comes at you with that personal pride and sense of place, for me, I don't take that as negative, right? I took that as he's giving me all the tea that these are the mistakes that you can do. They took pride in, they closed all the celebrity restaurants, they were there, the highest named chefs in the world, all closed. He took pride in that. So I'm like, let's not do that. Yeah. And now we're the number one and number two restaurant for the Four Seasons worldwide. We've been there for 6 years.
Montreal.
We changed everything so it was French. We wanted to be local. Yeah. And like when you get gems like that, rather than being upset with him, I'm like, you're giving me the feedback.
Give me the
information I need.
This is what I need, yeah.
And I come from a fishing village in Sweden. If you have a Stockholm accent and you move too fast, they're gonna move the same way, right? So everyone has local pride. You are welcome in, but don't come in too fast and change our stuff. Yeah, That's the same for Harlem, Montreal, Nigeria, Brooklyn. Same thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not about taking the bait on that. It's just like, what is it actually saying? Yeah. And that's what cooking has taught me.
Wow, that's...
I got this one irritation. I don't know if you share the same thing. I'm just gonna ask you.
Yeah.
In every movie you watch, I wanna say every, but the majority of movies, right? You see a girl, you like a girl, you want to take her out. You know, she comes over to the house and you order what type of food? See, you don't watch movies.
Chinese food.
Chinese food.
Okay. It's always like Chinese. It's like the majority of Chinese
food, man.
But it's like, I want to see African food, like just like, hey, babe, you know, you see them in the movies, like
Nollywood got you. Nollywood got you.
See like an American couple go, foo-foo.
You just want to see
a little
because,
injera.
You know, but jollof will come up. You know, if you think about how much Yvonne has added to the culture, right? Like how much what you are adding to the culture. Yeah, what you are adding to the culture, and all of that's going to come into pop culture, right? Yeah. So you're going to see Caribbean food is now part of that, right? You go into a love story. The set is that, I mean, Rooster's had many film done there. Rooster in Miami has had so many different movies done. So I think we're now slowly start.
So you're saying it's coming?
It's definitely
coming. It's coming. All right.
Oh yeah.
I want to talk about your personal side. Your wife. You were able to find an Ethiopian wife. Talk about just your relationship, the support, your family. You mentioned your son. Just kind of on the personal side about, your beautiful wife.
My wife gave me like a complete life. I did not live a complete life before. I just worked. I was very happy doing that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know, and I was far away from my family and parents and all that stuff. And you can just grind and do well and be happy in that. But then once I met my wife, I had to start thinking about another person in a different way. Once the kids came, it's like it gave me completion, it gave me fullness that I didn't even think was possible. I didn't know as a chef, as a black chef, running your own business, that you could actually have those things, right? And my wife was the first step in me on a Thursday night, not just thinking about being in the restaurant, not just thinking, and I was, in the beginning, I was scared of that because I was like, if I'm not on my game, you know what I mean? Like I'm a lion, like I'm doing this. And it was both intimidating and incredible. And when she said she got me, she understood it. Like, I'm not going to come home at 5:30 and all of these different things, right? But she got it because she left Ethiopia as a teenager. She moved to Holland with these two Ethiopian people in the world. Both grew up in Northern Europe. She worked as a model still works, but worked for a long time in France, Milano, all these places on her own. So she understood what it is like you got to go out and make it happen.
Yeah.
So we both have these things and create a family around that. And now it's all about the give back, right? She has a school in Ethiopia for a program for young girls. And she's given me so much of love and support that I never knew was possible. It took me a long time to figure that out.
Wow, that's cool. Well, we got the game going?
Got the game, all right.
Okay.
Well, this is called the Godfrey game, man, you know what I'm saying? Check it out. This or that, this is the food edition. Who has the best barbecue? Houston, Memphis, or Kansas City?
South Carolina.
Damn.
Wow.
Okay. Because I've tasted Kansas City and Houston. I haven't tasted
Very
Memphis.
different. Rodney Scott would be my
South
guy.
Carolina. Okay, I'll remember that.
Rodney Scott.
Right on.
Is the guy.
Because, Kansas City brags about their barbecue.
Yes.
They have the barbecue competitions there.
Yeah, I can tell you it's not Houston. That I could tell you.
Okay.
Kansas City is very different, right? South Carolina is normally more pork-based, but Rodney is the guy. And Rodney's uncle was the guy. Like
South Carolina
Yes,
barbecue.
yes,
Look, that's a good one. I remember that. Which food do you like more, Mexican or Chinese?
Mexican.
Okay.
Because Mexico's given us so much.
Yeah.
The West Coast.
Facts.
Oh my God, the fish tacos and all the likeness, chile. I love Mexican food.
Right on. Pizza and wings or burgers and fries?
That's a tough one. I would probably.
I know it's tough.
That's a tough one. Because I would probably do pizza and wings.
Okay.
Because
They're all great.
Yeah.
Sometimes after a burger, it's just that feel of stuff in it that I can never get over.
Stuff. Who has the better overall food, Africa or the U.S.? Come on now.
The continent of
Africa.
Let's go.
Marcus, we want to say thank you so much for having us here at your restaurant.
And my first African idol was from Nigeria. JJ Okocha. Okocha.
Super
You
Eagles.
could know ever.
And Kanu and
the
Okocha.
joy of Okocha, watching Okocha play football, it's like watching Ronaldinho, right?
Wow,
you just laugh. Like, what? They're playing, running around, and then you see JJ.
Smooth.
Just
smooth.
Like everybody was running around and he was like just on a different level.
Yeah.
And that was everything.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, you have an amazing restaurant
Thank
here.
you.
We really appreciate it.
Yes.
We're glad we wanted to get you. You were on
Thank
that
you.
list for us to have
Yeah.
on 154. You're here.
Yeah.
You did it. We
did it.
appreciate you. Give it up one more time.
Thank you. Thank you,
Master
guys.
Chef.